Well, Dr. Candace Matthews, as you know, she's been on here, before with interviews. We covered last time that she was exposing corruption at Houston Community College. Well, now she has more receipts to expose people being corrupt, people, allegedly using city funds to do their personal means instead of helping the people in the community. So Dr. Matthews went up to the city council while they had a public meeting and just dropped all the receipts on everybody that was not doing the right thing to the people. So let's go ahead and roll that clip.
Candace Matthews. I am the vice chair of the Texas Democratic Black Caucus. The corruption that's been going on here in Prairie View has came across my desk. And my chairman, by the name of Carol Robinson, then sent me here to drop the hammer of accountability because it's something that's going on and I smell a rat. And I'm going to bring it. And one thing that I do, when I come and speak, when I come out, that means the jig is up. That means I'm coming with evidence. I'm not coming here with no he say, she say. Not going to happen. So when this was brought to me, I want to share this with you all because one, it is my job also as the statewide accountability chair to hold every last one of you elected officials accountable. Because last I checked, y'all work for us, we don't work for you. And if you don't do what you're supposed to do, because I cover 254 counties, I will turn around and put you at your seat if you do not do what is supposed to be done and frown on corruption. So I'm going to share with you this corruption that was brought to my desk because I just came from Huntsville from a hate crime and now I'm here to get on y'all behind about this. So, first thing. Now, the former mayor in Hempstead, okay, this man was arrested. This man was accused for not paying a water bill. Okay, that is what we call abuse of official capacity. I got the documents right here. So my question to y'all, you have a former mayor here. How is that former mayor did not get the same thing as this man here? Okay, hold on, I ain't done. Because I'm already going to ask y'all, I'm going to need more than 3 minutes. Also,
you have my additional minutes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, I have evidence of a former mayor and his roommate who was a city councilman here. Okay? You got a light bill that they didn't pay that was $30,423. I got the evidence right here. You understand? And then look at this. Then you got a former mayor and the roommate, which was a city councilman. He was given $150 an hour contract through y'all. Now look at this. And then the man didn't have no experience whatsoever. So then wait a minute. That man, I know who it is because he had food truck. So my question is, how did that happen? Because isn't this the same man that was a city councilman, the same man that roommates with that mayor of that time? So you know what that is. That is called kickbacks because that money is going into the same household.
My God.
Now, here's some evidence that was provided to the Water County DA, Matthews, because he's the next one on my hit list. Because I'm going to ride him right on together. Now, it was evidence that was provided to him of corruption that has been exposed about this water bill of the former mayor that who I just discussed, as well as the roommate who was a city councilman. Okay? So, and then what I find interesting, the former mayor permanent residence, as well as the roommate slash city councilman, is the same damn address.
What? Uh-oh.
What?
Okay?
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, I ain't done. Almost done. Almost done. Also, former mayor engaging in backdating documents falsification of documentation that violates Texas Penal Code 3710. When it comes to dealing with the residency, you backdating documents like you live in this specific place for you to qualify to run for office. Oh, y'all thought we didn't know about it? Oh, we know everything. I got this here. Here's the evidence of him not even being eligible to run.
Oh my God.
And y'all let this joker run for office? I'm not understanding that. A former mayor who is ineligible. This has y'all letterhead, Prairie View. And y'all let this man run. This letter was in 2020. I'm not understanding that.
2020. Ooh.
Then, how is it that a former mayor, one of your former mayors has an assault charge over here beating up a repo man?
Come on.
And that's the same address of a former mayor and a city councilman / roommate. Now, this same person, this is the same address with the unpaid water bill. This person didn't even have to show up for court and the case got dismissed.
Come on.
I ain't never heard of that. So let me just say this here, y'all. Hold on, y'all. I got it. Let me say this. There's a circle of corruption here. Y'all understand me? It's a circle of corruption that I just sniffed it out. And I'm gonna call it out. You have D.A. Baptist, number 1. You got 2 former PV mayors, number 2. Okay? You have several city councilmen. Okay? You even got a justice of the peace here. The JP. Yeah, I got all the evidence. Then you got a county commissioner that used to be a city councilman. Now they're that. Okay? And all of these relationships are intertwined together. Huh? Look at that nice little pretty picture, baby. See, that internet's something else, ain't it? Everybody on here together. In an unofficial capacity. Somebody who's zooming who. Okay? And see, and this is why y'all behind is in trouble with this federal lawsuit when we did this press conference on last week. This is why y'all in trouble. So, y'all ready to dig in that bag? Because y'all about to pay. And you know all of this stuff that I'm showing y'all, folks gonna get subpoenaed. You understand that, right? So, I didn't come down here to look cute. I came here to put you on notice. I came here as the vice chair of the Texas Democratic Black Caucus, letting y'all know I'm gonna have the hammer of accountability on Prairie View, and I'm gonna keep my foot on your neck.
Thank you.
So, I say this in closing.
Thank you. Check out 4B too.
So, I'm gonna say this, my good people, my good black people. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell y'all something. Y'all gotta change this narrative.
Please.
You gotta change it.
Please.
Because they quick to want to say black folks is corrupt, man. But according to these documents, that's what it's looking like. So, what I need for y'all to do, and I made it real clear to the media, I'm bringing a hammer here to Prairie View. Y'all better tighten up. You understand? Don't lighten up. You better tighten up. And I'm done. Nah, I ain't filing charges. I'm gonna get him up out that seat. That's what better happen. Hey, enjoy your seat, Chuck.
Come on, let's go, man. Let's go.
Best believe that. I'm coming, Chuck.
Come on, get your
Chuck,
Let's go.
enjoy that seat, Paw, because I'm coming for it. I'm coming for that seat, Paw. I'm coming for it. You ain't gonna be the man when I get through with you. But if any one of y'all rolling with him,
I'm bringing the senator with me
any
next
one
time.
of y'all rolling with him, you gonna catch it.
Come on, let's go.
You know, Prairie View, that area is where Sandra Bland was pulled over. And Sandra Bland went to Waller County Jail. And we know the story with our sister Sandra Bland. And, you know, there's someone right now that actually is Attorney Allie Booker actually filing a federal lawsuit for someone down there in Waller County being done wrong. Sister Allie is out there now. She hitting them with the federal lawsuits now, and that's good, because you know what? Like I told her, Benjamin Crump can't do it all. You got to start off here in Houston and work your way through Texas, and you hit them people with those federal lawsuits. One thing I know, they don't like federal lawsuits at all, because it's a different ball game when you get on the federal level versus dealing with something on the state level. Now, people being allegedly corrupt, using funds they shouldn't be using, living in locations where they can't run for public office. We know there's a lot of corruption going on in a lot of these places. I mean, look at how they brought down Andrew Gillum out there outside of his, rendezvous he had. I ain't talking about that, but I'm talking about how the FBI and all that was after Andrew Gillum, about his campaign and what he was doing with money, and why they aren't against them. But when you are doing things like that and the light is being shined on you, then yeah, eventually they're gonna have to do something, because you definitely making the block hot, right? So Dr. Matthews is shining a big light on them, and from what I am hearing, they're not liking that whatsoever, and they're not liking her coming around there at all, because usually, television cameras will follow her. Usually, people on the internet, will say something. Definitely, shout out to Grizzy Hood News. Shout out to her. Grizzy always follows her. And of course, when I see something, I say, yeah, we need to, expand on that and talk about that. We'll definitely do that here, because, a lot of times when people are doing something in the community, not, everybody can't do everything, right? And that's good, because everybody shouldn't do everything. What Dr. Matthews is doing, at least in, like I say, in that area of exposing these corrupt politicians, they need to go. They all need to go, because these politicians are doing the people wrong. They're not earmarking money to help out the black community. Or these politicians go along with developers to gentrify you out of your neighborhoods. You got to think about it. The majority of gentrification happens on the local level. It doesn't happen with the state government. It's local. And a lot of these people are corrupt. They pay them off to give them the ability to gentrify you. You understand? So if Dr. Matthews got all the receipts, and when she dropped many, and I even seen one of them, doing things they don't have no business, then they got to go. And I've also heard that, federal investigation's about to get started on all of them. And that's what they don't like. Because trust me, when they got these little towns like Prairie View and any small town in America, they don't like city slickers coming in and starting a ruckus. Because look, this been this way for 100 years, and we all been dipping in this pot. And that's why nothing get done in those cities and towns. Because everybody's stealing in one way, shape, or form. Now, of course, like I say with Dr. Matthews, we're saying, for legal purposes, alleged. But, I'm like this. They've been stealing from the beginning. So it wouldn't surprise me if that's what's going on, again. Like I said, I'm not surprised. It's like me being surprised when a dog is barking. Like, oh, I'm surprised a dog is barking. Now, we know that's what a dog do. Them folks, they kill, steal, and destroy. You know that. They've been doing that for hundreds of years. But the ones who are doing it, the ones who are stealing and covering it up, then they need to be removed from office. They need to have a special election, and also they need to have go to jail for that. Because you got to act right when you're in public office.